Let's take a look at these basic alternating thumb exercises. This is where it starts, all right? This is the first step on the road to getting a solid thumb going and playing thumb-style guitar. The purpose of these exercises is probably threefold. Number one, we want to get that solid thumb going, that alternating thumb. That's like your bass player in your songs. The second one would be ability to play other notes with your fingers and keep that thumb going. As I mentioned earlier, you can do the thumb fine, but when we start doing things with the fingers, then the thumb wants to stop. So these exercises are going to help us to keep that thumb going, and you start getting a feel for doing other things with the fingers, index and middle finger mainly. Some people play with the ring finger too. For purposes of this video, we're just going to use thumb, index, and middle finger. But that's the second purpose, is to start being able to introduce other notes with your fingers, and that thumb keeps going. And probably the third purpose is in terms of accuracy in hitting the strings. If your thumb is alternating 5-4, 5th string, 4th string, well, we want him to hit the 5th string and the 4th string. If I were to hit that 6th string, well, that's not so good. In a C chord, that doesn't go very well. If I were alternating my ring finger, and we're not going to do this. That's a little more advanced than what we're doing right now. But if I were to do this, I could alternate 5-4-6-4 by moving this ring finger of my left hand from the 5th string over to the 6th. Okay, that'll come at some point in time. But we want accuracy. Same thing with the index and middle fingers. If we're doing this, well, on the finger side of it, I'm hitting 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string. So these exercises will help you get some accuracy in terms of hitting the strings. So those are the three goals for these exercises. If you get these things nailed down real solid, you will have gained a lot of technique in the right and left hand. Let's take a look at these. In fact, even before we look at the tab here, just do this for me. Make a C chord and just alternate your thumb, 5th string, 4th string, like this. This is alternating thumb, right? Not too complicated, I know, but 5-4, 5-4. If I were to count this, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in 4/4 time. All right, that's where we start. Now, exercise number one is called pinch on one. We're going to pinch with the middle finger at the same time as we play the thumb on beat 1 only, and then we do beats 2, 3, and 4 with the thumb. It'll sound like this. Okay, so that's pinch 2, 3, 4. Let me slow that down a little bit. I'll count us in 1, 2, 3, 4, and play that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch 2, 3, 4. Pinch 2, 3, 4. All right, that's pinch on one. Now, I'm going to add another little note in here. This will be the second measure of tab. It's going to sound like this. Hey, there's something else going on there? Well, I'm hitting that 2nd string, 1st fret. That's a C note. I'm hitting him on the and of 2. Underneath the tab, I've written 1, 2. 2, and 3, 4. That's the count. So we've got to pinch 2 and 3, 4. So we're adding a note on the and. That's why I call it add a syncopated note. Pinch 2 and 3, 4. So I'm doing the pinch again with thumb and middle finger, and then I'm hitting that second string again on the and of 2. Try this with me. We're going to count us in slow. If you get a little bit lost, stop, listen to it, and jump back in again on 1. I'm going to take it slow and do this several times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Notice the thumb does not stop. He keeps going. Alright, so hopefully thumb was able to keep going, and you were able to add that second string C on the and of 2 and hit him accurately. Again, if I were to do this, well, that's okay. I'm adding a note on the and of 2. It's not the note that I wanted, but if you're making a C chord, the third string goes fine and the first string goes fine too. But part of the purpose here is to be accurate in hitting the right string. The next one is called rag lick number 1. It's a 1-bar lick, okay, so it's 4 beats. Notice it's counted 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Pinch and 3, 4. So now we've got a couple of pinches in there, and we're adding some notes on the offbeat. Now this is just a little exercise, but already maybe you can start hearing some kind of melody starting with the fingers, and the thumb is going. Alright, this is a good one. Let's take it nice and slow and try it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing I'm thinking here is I'm pinching with, again, middle finger, and then index finger plays the third string. But when we go up to the first string, we're going to move that middle finger up to the first string to catch him. Alright, rag lick number 1. Now we're starting to do some things with the fingers on the beat and off the beat, and keeping that thumb going. How about rag lick number 2? Thumb is still going. 5, 4, 5, 4. Let's slow that one down and try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rag lick number 2. Rag lick number 3, I call this also an accompaniment lick. You're going to go pinch 2 and 3 and 4, and we're going to pinch now on beat 1 with all 3 fingers, thumb and 2 fingers. So it's going to be pinch 2 and 3 and 4. This is a nice little lick to play if you're going to do a little pattern pick behind a vocal or something in 4/4 time. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch 2 and 3 and 4. and 3 and 4. Rag lick number 2. The banjo roll, here we kind of mix it up a little bit. This is kind of a syncopated lick. We're going to have the thumb on the offbeat a little bit. Now, here I also put the PMI in there too for thumb, middle, index. And notice that the thumb comes on the and of 2. So in this particular case, the thumb is on the offbeat, not dead on the beat like normal. So this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2. One more time. Let's play this together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, here's Travis lick. This is a 2-bar lick, and this is typical of a Merle Travis type of licks. Not that Merle Travis only played one lick, of course. He played many different licks, but this is kind of typical of his lick. So we're doing a little something different in the second measure than in the first measure. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4. And notice thumb is always going, and we're adding those notes in either on the beat or off the beat. Let's slow this one way down and play it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Alright, those are the basic alternating thumb licks or basic alternating thumb exercises. Work through each of those, get them down nice and solid, play with a metronome, make sure your timing is solid, and then we're going to find that the first few little songs that we start to play now are really nothing more than glorified licks, like these licks. And you'll start to get the feel in your right and left hand especially, for that alternating thumb, and then we'll start playing some real music.